Hiya folks, well, I'm Trig bashing again. This one's called Sewingshields, which is on Hadrian's wall. So if you follow the book and the parking recommendations for the book, it takes you to a farmhouse a few hundred yards up the military road, and you can't park there and you can't go along the track that it says you can go along. So I've come back to this place behind me here. Is called the old repeater station. It's a kind of bunkhouse type place where if you walk in Hadrian's wall, it's en route, and I know they do kind of bike transfers and backpack transfers as well, so if you're dotting your way along, it's quite a convenient place. There's a car coming past now. So that is the old repeater station behind us there. I went in there to have a look round a few years ago. They were looking at upgrading to air source heat pumps. Looks like they've put a flipping oil boiler in now, but the shed thing on the back, I think that's a mountain bike storage thing that was getting done last time I was up here. So if you cross the road, this is the military road I'm just crossing now, which is take your life in your hands kind of road. But looking at the map, doesn't look, oh yeah, there is. Looking at the map, there's actually a stile there and a path going up the way there. I think I'm gonna hop the fence here. Looks easier as long as it's not electric. No. If you are trig bagging or doing Hadrian's wall, you want to avoid walking on this military road if you can. With it being Roman, it's dead straight, but with it being dead straight means it can be a bit of a drag strip, so people can fly along it at stupid speeds, and there's quite a few blind summits, blind dips, so it's not the place for pedestrians. The road might not be that inviting, but this flipping path is the bog of doom. You don't want to be doing this in trainers. So if you put it in your sat nav, this is the turning that it brings you to, thanks to this house with a sign marked here. But it's a private road, so all I've done is park down the way and then just walked up one field. And once you're onto this track, it's a private road, but it is a footpath. You just can't bring your cars down here, so this now gives us a nice route up onto the Hadrian's wall ridge, and the trig point is away in the distance over there. It's my second trig of today. The earlier one I managed with no coat, no hat, bit of sunshine, and it's just turned now. It's probably just turned 3 o'clock. The temperature's dropped, it's down to 5 degrees. The wind's picking up a little bit. There's a definite chill in the air, so got all the gear with me again. You can see here the track that I've come up away to the farmhouse just there. So although we've come up sort of through the valley here and we're heading off behind the farmhouses, we've got to come down this track here where we'll pick up the path and then sort of double back on ourselves, but you're only talking about 50 yards by the look of it, not far. It is literally just 50 yards. Come to this wall, hang a left, and then we've got this gateway in there. Here we go, Sewingshields wood. A fine example of a latch and lock. Oh, Eyes Outdoors would be loving that one. Nice bit of a woodland walk this. Not what I was really expecting. Knowing what the terrain's like around Hadrian's Wall, it's generally craggy as opposed to woody, but it's nice. Very picturesque little woodland walk this. Only a few hundred yards, but comes to the back of some nice traditional old farmhousings, and a fair few snowdrops out. Look at the horns on this ram here. 2 of them. Look at them. I'll have to creep up and get a photo. Oh, he's got a bad leg. Oh, he's got a bad leg. I'm not going to make him walk anymore. Ooh. I'll leave him to it. So here we have the first sight of the wall. Good old Hadrian. And we've got nice views, a couple of little carves out. Looking out across the countryside to the south. And we've got some views that are opening up to the north as well. Down this little cut. Oh yeah, one fall down that. So we're now at mile castle number 35, Sewingshields. There's one of these every mile, hence the name, Mile Castle. And I can just about see the trig point on the next bit of her horizon. So looks like you can see the outline of several rooms. If you pause the video there, it'll probably give you the full description. They obviously haven't sent the apprentice for the new bubble for the spirit level on this bit. That's shocking. Another turret. You wouldn't have thought back in them days they'd have invented bad language, would you? Can't imagine Emperor Hadrian just effing and jeffing on his horse walking along there. So here we are, approaching the Trig. Number 130 in the book. I'm not being pedantic. Well, I'm being pedantic. Shouldn't that Trig be on that hill there? Anyway, there we go. Boosh, done, in the bag. Cracking view. Stand up here for the vistas. I think possibly why the Trig's not on this mound here is because this is part of the wall. But there's an absolutely stunning 360-degree view from up here. Absolutely great. So another tremendous view. Camera probably won't do it justice, but we've got the wall winding away and then across the ridge into the distance. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Broomy Lock or something like that we're looking down on. Could be wrong. But what a stunning view. It wasn't daft old Hadrian putting it up here. You'd never get up this cliff, never mind getting over the wall at the top. We've got the military road, where are we going along? Just there. You can see the little plume of smoke in the distance, which is the Egger factory at Hexham. Anyway, I'm going to start heading back because the temperature is dropping and the winds are picking up. You know all them trigs you do where you get up the top and there's just loads of uneven, sharp, not nice to sit on rocks, and then you come here and there's a ready-made Tourette syndrome for you to sit in, and I've gotten out. I've had a wafer bar and an apple on my way up. I shall maybe look at the other Hadrian's Wall trig, because I'm sure there's a few others, and I'll come fully loaded with Yogi Bear's picnic basket. Just come back into the little woodland. I'm just going to go and have a look at me two rams here. Just quietly, see if we can get any closer without upsetting them. Hello. Ooh. He's arching his back. I think that's a bugger off. You're backing me on the edge of a ledge and I don't want to know.